All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Vays.
Welcome to
Where's
another
that
episode
going?
of Trading Bitcoin.
All right. Is my camera not working? Hope it is. Should be. All right. Oh, let's do the video. My bad. So did I mess this up again? We should be good, right? Hold on. Oh, you know what I did? Nope. We're good to go. Okay, cool. Let's go straight to the charts. Video and sound are good. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a little weird. But anyway, it is the link that was tweeted out. Everyone is here. And now I just need this and drag that to here and there. And we are good to go. All right. Let's go through the Bitcoin price. Things are pumping, and we are going to go take a look at the charts. This is going to be a shortish stream. I'm not going to spend can't spend too much time on it. So much work to catch up on. It's getting crazy. Okay, so monthly chart. I have not looked at the monthly chart in a really long time. So let's take a look. The monthly chart is back up above its moving average. I believe that should be the 7-period moving average. What am I using on a monthly charts? That is the 7-period moving average. We are currently back above it. We have about 10 days left in this month. And this could be our second highest closing month ever. And that is pretty damn bullish. If you take this line and you move it across, there have only been 2 months that closed higher than current month. And that was, of course, March and April. That is a very, very bullish sign. Obviously, both of these closed at approximately the same price, and that price being $59,000. It is unlikely we will close this month above 60,000, but don't rule it out. It's just an unlikely scenario. Weekly chart. Weekly chart is looking great, and the weekly chart has a lot more upside because we are only halfway through the MRI trend. So I would love to get to an MRI top similar to the way we got to an MRI top back in November of last year. So this is a huge, like 5 weeks in a row of upside. Each candle was pretty strong, though the last couple of candles have been getting slightly weaker. So we will see if next week will be another bullish week. But for now, this is looking great. As you can see, the higher we go this week, the quicker these moving averages will cross. And if we close this week above 50,000, which is actually pretty damn likely, then the moving averages will cross over next week at the start of week. So that's a good sign. And then the only thing left to have a full bull market indication is for this 20-period moving average on the weekly chart to start trending upwards. And that may take another week or two. All right, here we go. Oh, so yesterday in private Q&A, we discussed the potential for a Bitcoin hyperwave once again. And it's a little bit of a weird take because we all know Tyler James's work and that we had a hyperwave back in 2017, the conclusion of a hyperwave. And most people would probably be looking to set their phase one at 20,000. But Mark, who is a big time student of Tyler Jenks, still saw it as, maybe we start a brand new hyperwave, and because the last hyperwave didn't actually go all the way to phase one, which means $1,000, what if we leave phase one where it used to be? And everything that happened between 2017 and 2020 was just a phase two that got a little bit out of control. That means that we are currently in a phase three. And phase three, I believe, can last into the halving. And then a phase four begins. And the phase four, of course, can go higher. There are several concerns with this view. Is that would have been nice for this pullback to go all the way down to 20,000, because it would have been perfect on this hyperwave line or trend line, if you prefer to call it that. This was the steepest I can draw this line. And the problem is that if we fall, like let's say we go and make a new high, let's say we go to 100,000, which is possible. That's my expectation. We go to 100,000 this year. Go to 100,000 this year. Wow, it's actually a big move. 100,000 this year. But then we have a pullback. And if we come back to this line, that could be very scary, because this line is at $40,000 in April 2023. So an entire year can go by and we're still back to this line. Or we go to 20,000. And then we have this crazy 2-year bear market. So we go to 100,000. Then we have this crazy 2-year bear market down to 50,000. And then we shoot up. I mean, anything's possible. We're just brainstorming some ideas of how we can fit a hyperwave, because it's very difficult to fit a hyperwave to current prices. Like I couldn't do it. It's hard. You can also think of phase three as being steeper, like this, which is also possible. This creates a higher price of Bitcoin way sooner. And this is just, you know, a phase two. But now we don't like how they kind of cross. And then phase four would now start from a higher level, going into the halving. So this would probably be like that. It's just some brainstorming that we were trying to do yesterday. Okay, daily chart. Daily chart is, for my style of trading, daily chart is unfortunate that the green star isn't coming till next candle, but I've always said a 1 to 4 candle correction off the MRI top. And that's exactly what happened. I know the 5th candle created the swing low, but it was a very bullish candle. So in the last 2 days, the price of Bitcoin has moved. I thought it would be more. 11% in 2 days. It feels like more, doesn't it? But hey, 11% it is. That's how much the price has moved in the last 2 days. And we are now back to a brand new swing high. We are sitting at 49,000, which was significantly higher than what we had in about a week ago. Now we are coming up on some resistance, but it's not huge resistance. And we also are just getting started in the MRI trend, and the weekly is bullish. So I am very happy. I am allocated 100% into Gbtc, and Gbtc still has a very depressed premium. So FOMO is not even set in yet. Let's look at the funding rate. The funding rate is finally starting to favor the bulls, but very, very little. There's still lots of room to the upside here. Lots of room to the upside here. Someone is saying Willie Wu thinks it's the end of 80+% corrections. I don't. And it's very easy for me to explain why I don't. In fact, I'm very confident there will be an 80% correction. I am, people are saying, how much is the premium? On GBTC, the premium is probably negative 12%, negative 14%. I'm very confident that there will be an 80% correction. And the reason why I'm very confident is because shitcoins. Shitcoins are not dying, they're thriving. And because shitcoins are thriving and they are pretty much scams, they need to get annihilated. And the best way to annihilate the shitcoins is an 80% Bitcoin correction, not an 8,000% Bitcoin rise. So because people have not learned their lesson, there needs to be another purging of the crap in the ecosystem. And that purging is only achieved when Bitcoin corrects 80 to 90%. So the lower you see Bitcoin dominance as Bitcoin rising, like the rise in, if the rise in Bitcoin is causing Bitcoin dominance to fall, that means an 85% correction is coming. And I will bet Willie on that if it comes down to it. But I'm tired of betting. I'm betting too much. Yeah, if that's his view, I will take the opposite view because of shitcoins. That is my only reason for that. I don't want Bitcoin to correct 80%. If Bitcoin right now, if Bitcoin dominance was at 75% right now, if Bitcoin dominance was breaking to new swing highs at 75%, I would agree. I would say there will not be an 80% correction. But because of this, there has to be an 80% correction. I am about 80 to 90% confident there will be an 80+% correction. Views on Binance mandatory KYC news. I don't really care. I don't really care. Binance, I don't like Binance because they have a shitcoin. They have a scam coin. So I'm not interested in exchanges that were funded by a scam coin. Okay, so daily chart on the oscillators, it's a little overextended. It's a little overextended, but, and it's coming into resistance. But I'm still bullish and I'm 100% invested in GBTC. And I got in on that back here. So my trades have done well. Well, I added to my trade back here. Short-term chart, the 1 hour chart is on an MRI top. So what does that mean? That means that we should probably slow down, hold our horses right here. We had a swing high come in at $49,100 an hour ago, and well, half an hour ago, and we're still rising right now. But I wouldn't rush into a trade this hour. I would, take it easy. Or about the 4 hour chart? That might also be on an MRI top. Yep, here it comes. We are on an MRI warning and an MRI top is coming. So this is not the time I would enter long trades. Long trades should have been entered way earlier in the day. Yeah, this would have been a little bit tricky. I don't need this line anymore. So look at the last time we had an MRI top on a 4 hour. That was a pretty nasty correction. Eventually bottomed out after falling how much? 8%. So I wouldn't ignore this MRI top, and it's coming in on the hourly. So this is not the time to go long. Maybe tomorrow. Let's see if the 4 hour gives you a 1 to 4 candle correction. We looked at dominance, gold. I'm waiting for this line to break. You can make this line, more precise. Once this line breaks, I'm back to bullish on gold. Alex B, yeah, I'll take a look at that stock. Oil still looks bearish. Might be a nice pickup on an MRI buy on a daily chart. It's still working through its monthly. It had a monthly MRI top. Look how perfectly the monthly MRI top called the top in oil. Absolutely perfectly. So now we're at a 1 to 4 month correction and eventually higher. What about the weekly? The weekly still says a few more weeks. Yeah, so the daily is coming up, but the weekly still says more downside. So I would definitely stay patient. So this structure, right? So the monthly has a 1 to 4 month correction. The weekly still has 4 weeks to go before an MRI buy opportunity, and the daily has about 4 days to go till an MRI buy opportunity. So I would consider the daily MRI buy as a 1 to 4 candle swing trade. And if this thing keeps falling down into the 50s on an MRI buy, that's definitely a buying opportunity for a potential 1 to 4 day correction, maybe more. But then the weekly could drag it down even further. So I am definitely bearish on oil with the potential to pick it up for the daily MRI buy. S&P, look at that beautiful bounce. S&P textbook MRI top right here. Absolutely textbook MRI top. This is great. You know what? I keep forgetting. Hey, we're on sale. Understanding Bitcoin is on sale. Talking to more speakers. We're gonna get them. I'm gonna contact all these speakers. Just make sure that they are good with the new dates. October 14 to 15 at Atlantis. We are good to go. Here is your standard ticket. This is 2 days, 2 full days, only 50 seats available. Same thing for the carnivory dinner, only 50 seats available. You don't have to go to the carnivory dinner if the price is a little too much. And the same in the, or you could go to only carnivory dinner. I mean, I'm not going to stop you if you don't go to the conference, but you want to just attend the dinner with the speakers. So the reason why the carnivory dinner is $200, and I'll tell you guys, is because the approximate cost per person for a carnivory dinner is $100. And I don't want to charge the speakers for the dinner. So those that are attending the carnivory dinner are subsidizing the expense of the speaker. So it's generally a speaker dinner. So speakers don't pay for the dinner. So those that want to attend the speaker dinner subsidize the cost of the speakers to attend the dinner. So I'm fairly open and transparent. I don't expect to make money on this. In fact, I'll probably lose. But there you go. Please come out and support us in Dubai. All right, back to the charts. Yeah, Atlantis is not cheap at all. It's a nice hotel, though. Very nice hotel. I'm still in Miami. Milton, I think I know who you are. Investor Milton. You're the same Milton we were hanging out in Dubai last time. Yeah, I'd love to see you back there. All right. So the S&P 500. It's bullish. We have a daily MRI top inside a weekly MRI top on the futures. And the 1 to 4 day correction is over. We're now rising back up. We're above both moving averages, and that's a great bullish sign. A very good bullish sign. What about the cash S&P? The cash S&P next candle could be a green star candle. And yep, I still think the S&P is heading towards $5,000, 5,000 points, and it can get there this year. Inflation helps the rise in the S&P, guys. Keep that in mind. Inflation helps the stock market. All right, I need to look at a couple of stocks. Yeah, yesterday during private Q&A or right after, someone asked me to take a look at this shitcoin. And I mean, the MRI is still bullish on it. The MRI is bullish. So it's got room to the upside. Eventually it's going to zero. It depends how good their advertising is. If their advertising is better than Ethereum, it'll rise. Jimmy had good articles about that, how it's basically all of these shit coins, it's proof of news. I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing unique there technologically, and they have no mining because it's proof of stake. So it's just proof of news. There's no decentralization there, just proof of news. All right, AR. Supposed to look at AR. See what's going on. That's not the right company. Airwave. Is there another AR? Airwave. Oh, it's a shit coin. I don't want to look at this. It's only trading on Hobie and Bittrex. I mean, this is a scam. It's a scam by default. It's a scam by default. I'm not looking at it. You guys have fun. I'd rather look at AR. Look at AR. See, this is what I'd rather trade. Look at that beautiful MRI top. Weekly MRI top along with extension B. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now I'm bearish on this stock. I wouldn't short, but it's an $11 stock. What about the daily? Daily is coming up on an MRI buy. The weekly remains bearish though. Yeah, we can look at Tilray. So I'm watching Tilray for a potential MRI buy coming up, but I don't like the double bottom here. I don't know what this line's for. So here's the daily Tilray. MRI buy is coming and the weekly MRI buy is coming. So there's lots of good things happening here on Tilray. So next week, I would love to see a spike down to like $11, and that could be a nice buying opportunity on Tilray. And we also let's check out JMIA. Another one, beautiful weekly MRI buy coming up. There's lots of opportunities coming up, guys, and the market is turning bullish overall. I like it. What about the daily? The daily is an MRI buy today. I don't like buying things on Fridays, but you can't deny this. I wonder if my friends got it. Shit, I messaged them this stock yesterday. About to find out. Did you guys buy JMIA today? I'm about to find out. They saying anything? I messaged them yesterday. But I'm gonna find out if they got in or not. We talked about this yesterday on the stream. Public or private, I don't remember. The private stream is going to be out this weekend. All right, so they asked me to take a look at YMM. I've never heard of this. Look at that. The nice MRI buy, though this would have been a little bit concerning. Beautiful MRI sell. 124 candle correction. held the support line, and guess what's happening now? We're going up. We are going up. Oh, and this was an IPO. Did this IPO fall 50% like the Tone Vays strategy? Beautiful. Look at that. As usual, you guys have watched me enough. IPOs, you wait for that 50% correction, and it came with an MRI buy. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm bullish here. I'm bullish here. I've never heard of this thing. I'm looking at it for the first time, but I mean, that's how you trade IPOs. Wish someone would have told me about this earlier. Would have said the same thing at the open. Like within a couple of days, you know if this thing is going to be going down 50% or not. And one more, CBRE. What is this? Oh, don't tell me that was an MRI buy. Yep, yep. Did they get in? Got this text at 9:36 in the morning, MRI buy today. Hope they got in. Hope they got in. They were watching. I didn't know about this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, so we're gonna have a service where you can like put in a bunch of stocks into a portfolio, and it just notifies you whenever your portfolio is hitting like these MRI buys. All right, guys, don't forget, Understanding Bitcoin is on sale for Dubai in less than 2 months. In less than 2 months, it's only open to 50 people. This would be a small, intimate event, lots of good speakers, lots of good presenters, and it's all about educating you how to use Bitcoin. That's what this conference is about. We'll have some good panels. Please watch the videos from last year. They're all right here. These are our videos from last year. Wow, 2019. We did this back in 2019, April 2019 when we did it. Please check it out. And we will do more of this year. Okay, also sponsorship opportunities. If you have a company and you want to sponsor, there's a couple of sponsorship opportunities available. And of course, the Financial Summit. The Financial Summit is happening a few weeks after that, November 6th to 12 in Ras Al Khaimah, UAE. It's the same airport, the Dubai airport where you're flying into. Check it out. It's another amazing event for traders and hedge funds. All right, here's my calendar. Where is my calendar? Here's my calendar. I will be in St. Louis. It's actually just outside of St. Louis. But again, you fly into the St. Louis airport. So you can catch me there. I think it's just a free event. I think you just come down. They're opening a crypto world. It's like a store. And friends of mine, we're going to be hanging out. So come through St. Louis, say hi if you're there. And then I'll be off to Texas for BitBlock Boom. That is my travel schedule. Off to St. Louis Tuesday. And I'm currently in Miami. But I have so much work to catch up on, so I doubt I will be seeing anyone. If you guys have not seen these short 2-minute clips from the San Diego like parents trying to make sure their kids aren't wearing a muzzle, preventing their breathing in schools, you absolutely must. This was so awesome. I tweeted out this link. Just check it out. Check out these 2-minute clips. I haven't even gone through all of them myself, but the ones that I went through are freaking incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like it just gives the world some hope because it's really going down the shitter. Mempool is empty still, which is great. And that's it. That is it, guys. Those are all my announcements. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all on the next one. Bitcoin is still doing amazingly well. But as a recap, the 4-hour MRI top, the 1-hour MRI top, probably not the best time to buy in this hour. You may want to wait till later in the day, but I am looking for a top. See, this is tricky actually. The MRI says this thing is going to keep going to the moon, but reality says we should have a pullback above 50K. So I'm thinking we get to 52, 53,000 and then pull back to maybe back to the 200-day moving average. But I can't wait for all these moving averages to cross back over. And that was the low. That was the low. I was expecting it to get to maybe 25K. But of course, I was bullish off the MRI buy. And while I was only looking for a 1 to 4 candle correction and then probably more downside, this is why you reevaluate after 4 candles. And it just kept going. So when we look at this at the end of the year, we will see the perfect MRI buy reversing the market to new all-time highs. And those that are interested in the MRI, go to products and services, MRI indicator, one-time fee. There's also on-demand educational videos on trading. The risk management is a must. And of course, there is a free learn trading section for those that are just starting out and interested in trading. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Trading is risky. You all know that. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys. Poker game last night went well. Well, 112 for some. I travel with my own level with like poker chips. So one of these days I gotta start hosting more like of these just private games. It's a lot of fun. Bye, guys.